FEMA has declared today Wisconsin Hemp Day. That's acknowledging the enormous growth that the industry has seen in just the last 2 years.
But with the successes that growth has brought, there have also been failures. Amy Reed shares why hemp growers say the system needs to be looked at.
Once you peel back the layers of the leaves, what you got there now is your flower.
In the time Randy Cohn has grown hemp, he's learned a lot and grown a lot, even experimenting with different ways of drying the in-demand product.
They're not quite ready yet, though. I mean, they still got a little ways to go. We're still getting bend in the stem versus a nice snap.
Overall, he said the experience has gone well, but still this year he had to destroy about 100 pounds of his hemp because it tested too high in THC. Though he's still looking profitable, many farmers in a similar situation could lose tens of thousands.
It's part of the high-risk nature of this crop right now.
The State Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection is overseeing this program, which, like many of the farmers, is new. It also went from 135 growers in the first year to more than 1,000 this year. To compensate, the agency added more samplers who could test the hemp, but only a couple dozen compared to the thousands of samples they had to do. Brian Kuhn said the organization is learning, but farmers should understand the risk with hemp and signing on to a pilot program.
There's a lot of promise and a lot of potential, but right now there's still a lot of risk with it because we just don't have the experience with the crop and what they do here in Wisconsin to have any real track record of how you have to manage that crop.
This isn't Randy's first time growing a crop, but he said hemp is different and volatile.
It is a high risk, but there's also things that can be done to help mitigate some of that risk.
Because farmers depend on the agency, he hopes this process will be smoothed out for next year.
Yeah, and in the future, we're hoping that we can work together to try to mitigate some of this risk for the farmer.
Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
Kuhn says DAT cap is dependent on directive from the state legislature, and bills are in progress for this process.
While the department works on changes for next year, they're also getting ready for the next round of applications. That'll start November 1st.